Hello Easy Nation and welcome to another YouTube video. Today I am ranking down the top 10 movies of 2023 so far. I do this every year, so it's always fun to do a little at the halfway point to kind of recap what's going on the first half of the year and just to say these are the movies I really liked and looking forward to what's coming the rest of the year. So let's get right started. At number 10, I'm going with Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. I really enjoyed this movie. Chris Pine plays a really great little bard character. You know, this movie made 10, 15 years ago, Chris Pine's character would have been a paladin knight character. Now he's a bard character. I think this movie was really fun. The movie knows exactly what it is. It's very snarky. It's very fun. I really enjoyed Dungeons & Dragons better than I was really expecting. I thought this movie was going to be garbage. At number 9, I'm going with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Alright, so this movie was... I was very pessimistic about it because I really didn't like Guardians 2. I've been really down on the MCU. Still really down on the MCU. But this movie was a lot of fun. This movie is very isolated in what the Guardians is going to be. I liked how the movie focuses more on Rocket instead of like Gamora or focus on Star-Lord. Like, that's something that's pretty new for the movies. So I thought that was good. The action was cool. The soundtrack was kick-ass. So yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, it's a movie that I enjoyed more than I thought I was going to. It's a movie that will no way in hell make my top 10 movies at the end of the year, obviously, since it's at number 9. And this is only the halfway point. But I enjoyed the movie. I would watch it again. It's definitely the better of the MCU I've seen of late. Number 8, I'm going with The Covenant. The Covenant's a movie starring Jake Gyllenhaal. It's a story about how he was a soldier in Afghanistan and how they worked, or was it Iraq? I think it was Afghanistan. Man, I get those mixed up all the time. But anyways, they're going against the Taliban, so it had to have been Afghanistan. So yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal, it's about this interpreter, and they're going behind enemy lines. And it's just a journey of them going across the deserts, and I really liked this movie. This movie was a lot better than I thought it was. And with Jake Gyllenhaal, even if the quality of the movie is not the greatest, he still elevates it like he did last year in Ambulance. I think this movie's great. I like the guy that plays the interpreter. I think he does a good job. And the movie's directed by Guy Ritchie. I did not know Guy Ritchie could direct a movie like this just because it's so not... It's just... I would think this was made by Michael Bay, not Guy Ritchie. So props to Guy Ritchie for making this one. At number 7, I'm going with Tetris. Tetris is one of the more recent movies I've seen on this list, and I had a lot of fun with this movie. I really liked Taron Egerton in this movie. I like the concept of it about the acquisition of the rights to get Tetris, because Tetris was made in Russia in the Soviet Union at a time where it was hard to get stuff. So the movie is like a spy espionage movie, but about a video game, which is one of the more popular games. I mean, this is a game that moms and grandmas probably can play and enjoy. So I really liked Tetris. The movie was really good. Recommend checking that out if you have not seen it. It is out on Apple Plus. My number 6 is actually the last movie I have seen, and that was Scream 6. I really enjoy Scream 6, and you know, how many movie franchises, when we get to the 6th installment of the franchise, is it able to keep staying fresh and maybe even be better than the ones that came before, other than the original? And the only other franchise I can think of is maybe Rocky. And Scream 6 was good. I liked it needed to move away from Woodsboro, go to New York, build, and then the comedic stuff of Scream, being so self-aware of what kind of franchise they are in, I think served the movie really well. So yeah, Scream 6 was a movie I really enjoyed, and now I'm excited for Scream 7 because I thought Scream 5 was cool, but Scream 6 blew me away, and I really enjoyed that one. At number 5, I'm going with The Flash. The Flash was a movie which it's terrible that the drama of Ezra Miller's personal life is really causing this movie to tank, and just like every other DC movie late, it's tanking. I think a lot of it is because people know that the DCEU is ending, and now they're starting over, and people are just like, wow, why the hell do I want to watch that? But The Flash is a great comic book movie. This is the first comic book movie, other than like the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse one, that I've seen of late. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm enjoying what I'm watching, because a lot of the MCU movies, they've all felt like they're very the same. They're okay, or like, okay, cool. But The Flash, I really like Ezra Miller. I liked how he was able to play two different versions of the same character, but to be able to do it so differently. And piece of shit human being, but great actor. And the action scenes were cool, bringing in Michael Shannon back as Zod back. The girl that plays Supergirl was great. And bringing Michael Keaton back as Batman was great. Yeah, I'm Batman. And you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. I thought Flash was great. Looking forward to buying this movie on Blu-ray, owning it in my collection. At number 4, I'm going with Air. This movie is a little odd to be in a list with some of the other movies, but I love Air. I love I love I love a movie that's about sports, but we don't actually ever see the sport going on screen. Kind of like what Moneyball did and Draft Day did. And this one's great as well. Matt Damon stars as the main character in Air, and about getting Michael Jordan to sign on with Nike, which was kind of down in the tennis shoe business at the time, or basketball business at the time. And Ben Affleck directs the hell out of this. Once again, proves how good of a director Ben Affleck is. If you forget how good he is as a director, watch Air. He's good. I hope we can see more movies directed by Ben Affleck again in the future. So yeah, Air, check it out on Amazon Prime right now. It is out there streaming for you. At number 3, I'm going with John Wick Chapter 4. John Wick Chapter 4 is the movie that I had probably the most fun watching of all the movies I've seen this year, because the movie knows exactly what it is. The action is very fluid. It doesn't take a break. You're on the edge of your seat. The movie's long, but it doesn't feel long. Like some movies feel long, John Wick does not feel long. It's a fun movie. The action's nonstop. Donnie Yen plays a badass, blind assassin character. Cool. And just some of the stuff they do in this movie is great. I don't know if it's my favorite John Wick movie. I would think either this one or the first one, but I still really like the third one. So, yeah, John Wick Chapter 4 is great. They want to make a fifth one showing how he lived. Sure, I would watch it. And I'm looking forward to the prequel or spinoff next year. At number 2, I'm going with Creed 3. Creed 3 was a movie that completely changed the game for some of the Rocky movies, because the first 2 Creed movies are very similar to the Rocky movies. I thought Creed 3 took a gamble and was able to tell a really good story, and I thought Michael B. Jordan was great in the movie, but not only was he starring in the movie, he was also directing the movie as well, and he was able to blend both actor, director, something you just don't see as often enough, like with Clint Eastwood directed, or even when Stallone directed the Rocky movies. But some of the shots he was using, like in the beginning of the movie, where you see him hitting the body, and the body just, you see like the ripple effects, I was like, oh my god, that is such cool directed. And Jonathan Majors, who knows what's going on with him with his outside court dealings. I'm here to judge the movie, not the actor, but he was absolutely amazing in this movie. And he's somebody that would be a force to be reckoned with in Hollywood for years to come. We gotta find out if he actually did all this stuff first. But I still like Creed 3. Great movie. And my number 1 movie of 2023 so far is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. This movie was absolutely incredible. The animation alone, and I'm not one who gloss over animation, visual effects, but the animation and visual effects were absolutely stunning in this movie. The first one was great. The second one might be better. It reminds me of Empire Strikes Back. It leaves you on a cliffhanger. It leaves you wanting more, and that's exactly what you want for a movie like this. And to see all the different Spider-Mans, to see the Spider-Man 2029 Spider-Man, to see the other Spider-Mans, all the references to all the Spider-Man lore, it's like, oh my god, this is good. And then the stories, and I like how it focuses a little bit more on Glenn, but then focuses on Miles and all this other cool stuff, and action, character, so much cool stuff in this movie. So yeah, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is my favorite movie of the year. It's going to be hard for a movie to compete with that one. We'll see. I've never had an animated movie as my favorite movie of the year, so we'll see we'll see what happens. So guys, that is my top 10 movies of the year so far. So many more movies coming out this year that I'm looking forward to. I mean, the ones I can think of top of my head, Oppenheimer, the new Marty Scorsese movie, Dune Part 3. Or Part 2. There are just so many movies this year I'm looking forward to, and I'm hoping the second half of the year is just as good as the first half. So guys, what's been your favorite movie of 2023 so far, or wherever they are? Comment below, let me know. And guys, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button, subscribe to see more, and tell your friends about Easy Nation. All too easy.